Welcome everybody to the Pop Culture Cosmos. Here on Thursdays, I am DM Victor, joined by 4 or 5 wonderful other players. We bring to you Azeron and the Dragonflight's Paragon. Just before we get into the game, I'd like to make a few announcements as we do on the on Pop Culture Cosmos. We have for our Monday game, the Demolition Force, led by DM Roger, where we explore the world of Faerun. And currently, we're actually trying to go enroll ourselves into a mercenary group. Come check us out Mondays there on Demolition Force. Tuesdays, we have Rob's Whimsical Wum Shots. Led by DM Rob. He takes these one shots, takes some really creative spins to them, and it's a multiverse game, so heck, we might even have a character from the world of Azeron showing up there sometime. Who knows? Wednesday right now is nothing going on. However, we had some technical difficulties launching on time last Thursday. So we're going to have a special double feature, or at least back-to-back days. So Wednesday will be the debut of our very first game, if you haven't caught it on YouTube already. Episode 1 will be debuting Wednesday at the same time slot, 2 to 6 p.m. over at the Pop Culture Cosmos. And of course, we have our game Thursday. Friday, however, we have Wizards and Wine or Warlocks and Whiskey. I think it's going to be the men's campaign, Warlocks and Whiskey, with DM Melinda this Friday. Those are the one-shots, but I know DM Melinda with Wizards and Wine has had this tabletop role-playing game going on for the last 3 years, I believe, right? I think it's 3 years. And then the weekends on Saturdays, the Ancient Symphony, with DM Mitch, followed by a unknown title on Sunday. He's working out his own game. It's his own homebrew world this time, not a mod or anything else. But come check us out, Pop Culture Cosmos. We have everything from, well, pop culture to video releases, video game reviews, a whole lot of cool stuff. And we are the #1 tabletop RPG group on Facebook. So just to let you know, we are broadcasting to over 50 radio stations. Gerald has been keeping real busy trying to network everywhere else. But there's a lot of content in between. So we thank you for all the support. We thank you for everything that you contribute and share our page around and all that good stuff. But enough of the introductions. I would like to jump us back into this game. We have some really exciting stuff for you this session. As last time, we had quite a scuffle outside. This is relatively later in the evening. Dinner has just wrapped up. And outside where Lord Thranduil went to his garden, he was joined by Kreet and Master Ryu-Lee, and having some kind of late night drink, just winding down, ready to go to bed, when a mysterious figure, the leader of the Wardens, Maiev Shadowsong herself, came with a grim warning and offered what comes next. Well, what came next were, unfortunately for this mercenary group, they are now, what, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are a few bodies into the Shadowlands. Thanks to Kreet, Lord Thranduil, and Ryu-Lee. Oh, also Maiev, taking care of the scrappers who are trying to run away. Now, I think, oh, wow, yeah, Kreet counts 14 dead. But before we really get into it, I just want to take another 30 seconds to a minute. Go ahead down the line. Introduce our characters once again and how they're feeling at this point in time. We're going to start with Lord Thranduil. Take it away.
On this edition of House Hunters Azeron, we learn to stay away from 1 Thranduil Boulevard. They don't like solicitors.
Aha. Okay. Was that all you had for today, or?
That's all that needs to be said.
Okay. Moving down the line, Master Ryu-Lee.
Trying to maintain peace can somewhat be pointless, so I'd rather solve most of my problems with my fists.
Ah. Yes. You're the star athlete of your home world of Pandaria. What you can't solve with diplomacy, you can definitely solve with a few turning kicks and some elbows, yeah?
A little more than usual, but yep.
And you did put that new staff to good work, huh?
It's only just the beginning.
Ah, love it. And Thrax, where are you at, buddy?
Still in my chambers,
Mm-hmm.
doing my homework, copying spells into my spellbook. None the wiser that there was a fight outside, only slightly annoyed that the dinner party downstairs seems to be getting noisier than it needs to be.
I see. But, yes. It's quite the place, Thranduil Manor, yeah?
It's nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, leads us to Kreet.
It's realizing why people call him the death of the shadow.
Oh.
Realize you will find death before you even see.
Yes, this is why you are the Warden's top agent. It's actually pretty incredible. We see the leader of the Wardens, Maiev Shadowsong herself, and her number 1, Kreet. And you said your nickname was the Shadow of Death?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, without further ado, welcome to Azeron and the Dragonflight's Paragon, Session 2. Take it away, whoever wants to go. I'm going to zoom in
At this
a little
point,
bit.
yeah, is there anyone left standing?
No. By what I can see, it doesn't look like it.
There's bodies everywhere.
Yep. The only ones living are your party and Jiles. And Maiev.
Fair enough.
Well, I think that was quite a welcome party. Do we know who they came from?
There's nothing back. There's nothing up there. I don't see nothing. And Kreet will come down to about 5 feet off the ground and just start hovering.
Okay. I'm gonna leave you with 1 dot. You're 5 feet off the ground.
I'm gonna ask if Jiles is okay.
Good idea.
Have no harm
Threat.
come to you, I believe.
Well, I thank you guys for coming to my timely rescue. I wouldn't have liked to lost a finger that time, but I know I am good hands. I try and reciprocate that some way. Are you pleased, Lord Thranduil?
Thranduil sprints right over to Kreet.
Uh-huh.
Swings out to grab him by the neck and slam him against the wall.
Uh-oh. Okay. Kreet, go ahead and roll a strength or dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, I'll let him. I'll let him catch me this time, as if I was still looking around for something.
Okay, that works. You're able to grapple Kreet and slam him against your side wall there.
You brought this to my house.
Oh, say that again?
What do you mean I brought this to you?
I reach out with my other free hand and pin his bow up against the wall. That.
As soon as you put your hand against his bow, you feel a little bit of your life force. You notice it quite a bit, that it's somewhat draining your life force slightly, but it's not doing so as too much harm, if that makes sense.
What hit points, or what are we looking at here?
Right now, not hit points. It's just it's the magic that courses through that bow. It of course requires blood, but your elven heritage is resisting some of its effects, so it's not completely draining hit points. You feel that power.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to show a reaction to that at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just staring Kreet right in the face, like, not raging, but angry as hell that I have dead people all over my garden. This is going to draw attention I don't want ever.
I see. Take it away, Kreet.
He will take his talons from his feet and just start digging them into Thranduil's thighs.
Ouch.
And start pushing off of him.
Okay.
So he's not being held by his neck.
Right. That's...
He looks at Thranduil straight in the eyes. Take your hands off my bow. Now.
I let him dig a little deeper with the claws, just gritting my teeth, staring at him.
Right. It's definitely quite a tense moment here, as you hear... Okay, go ahead.
Without removing my hand from his neck area, I know he's trying to push up and off me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to resist that with all my strength, but I do release his bow.
Okay.
And I say I want answers as to who wants that.
So, before you can get any answers, Maiev is cautious. She knows the precarious position both of you are in right now. But she maintains a cautious distance. Kreet, how do you respond to what's happening right now?
Bow was from a quarry that I've killed. And to me, the bow is mine. If they want the bow, they need to find it. Thus means you need to take a hand from my throat so I can make sure there's no tracker, or you'll have more.
Gritting my teeth, staring him in the eyes, I quickly release my hand from him, reach down and grab his, what is that, a chicken foot, an ankle? What do we got here? I grab him by the ankle and just kind of rip his claw out of my foot and release him from me.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of keep staring at him, but I back away a little bit to go back towards the garden area where the bodies are.
I see. You definitely can hear Maiev Shadow Song give a deep sigh of, one, relief, two, it's just like, Okay. I'm glad you two haven't come to blows.
I'll sit there and start looking over my body to see if I can find that may have been put on me.
Right. Yes, Kreet, please, be cautious. Lord Thranduil, a word?
Still a little bit pissed off. I turn around and look at her, kind of whip my head around, and I'm like, "Speak."
Yeah, she's obviously keeping a little bit of distance. Yeah, it's definitely out of respect, since you are who you are, and that she actually needs your help. But at the same time, she's just like, please, Lord, my Lord. Kreet's bow. It was taken from a Sand Lane commander. I'm sure he will tell you that story sometime, but there's only 3 of them in the entire world of Azeron, and now that one of them is missing their prized possession, it has not been easy, but he is our number 1 for a reason.
And these creatures, that's who came to my house.
No, they were employed by the Sand Lane. As you can tell, they are not very skilled.
And you can find information, I assume.
For what I have given some of that authority, yes, but what is it you need?
I want to know who hired them, that had the audacity to send them to me. I want to know how they were paid. And I want to know if any of them have families. And I kind of kick over one of the dead people in the garden.
Right. Right. I will get on that right away, but first and foremost, I must secure the scene from the shadows. There may be more, but we can't be too safe, can we?
Do as you will.
I'll guarantee that no one attacks your property for the rest of the evening, and, well, for the few days, while simultaneously researching the information that you've requested, my lord.
Without saying anything, sorry about that. Without saying anything, I just kind of look away from her and walk back over towards Jiles.
Mm-hmm.
Jiles, do take a look and see if there's anything of use on any of these, and then bring the bodies to the pit. Make sure they're disposed of and this area is cleaned up.
At once, my lord.
Thank you. And with that, I look over at Mr. Raccoon.
Point out which pit you would like Jiles to
Let's say far over here. This looks like a very unassuming area.
Your weapon storage.
Yeah, let's just say that my quote-unquote weapon storage is actually has quite a pit of body parts and things that might exist in.
Hey, I
A
see.
disposable dungeon.
It's just where things go to disappear.
Yeah, it's ventilated. It's got all the good stuff. So
There's a little lie in there, whatever's necessary.
yeah. Jiles begins to do as you command.
Thranduil,
I look back at Kreet.
if I may, can I search the bodies? They might have something on there to lead us to our quarry.
Of course, do as you will.
And just so you know, that is your one and only time you will ever put your hands on it. Next time, it will be a different outcome.
Raise my eyebrow at him. I nod. And then putting my cane down on the ground, I go ahead and step back into my antechamber here. And I grab myself a seat on the couch. Enjoy a little bit of the fire.
All right, it's just
Because,
like another
sometimes
day.
sometimes you need a little bit of repose after killing a host of intruders and violently bashing them against stone walls. And,
uh-huh.
that's about it. That's about it.
Yeah. Jiles is still quite busy. He's got to take quite a few dead bodies and clean
Of
up
course,
a
and
little bit. Yeah.
and he absolutely waits for Kreet. As far as, going through everything, he's respectful of Kreet's desire to look for anything.
Right. Kreet, go ahead, roll a investigation check.
I'm gonna join Lord Thranduil for a drink.
Yeah, I suck at that crap.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, 12.
12. Okay.
Not one of my
Oh,
strong
it's
suits.
Yeah. No.
It's better than shit.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I could find the money, right?
All right. Yes. Speaking of money, roll a D100. Okay.
82.
Yeah. Find about 82 gold pieces scattered throughout the bodies that you have searched.
Wait, that was all I was worth? Oh, I feel
Ah.
ashamed.
I mean, hey, you know how contracting is.
Oh, they probably bought their armor and stuff to clean after me.
Yeah. You do notice something, though? Something you have been briefed about. These are syndicate mercenaries.
The bottom of the barrel. Awesome.
The syndicate, well, just real quick, they operate out of the hinterlands in the Eastern Kingdoms. And I actually forgot their leader's name, but some certain sorcerer is perhaps hunting some of them down.
After searching the bodies, I'll
Yeah.
go ahead and help Jiles to get rid of the bodies.
Okay. Now, Thrax, by this time, how much time would it be for you to complete your homework?
How much time has passed since dinner started? It's going to take me 6 hours
Okay.
from when I started to finish copying the spell.
Okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
it takes 2 hours per spell level,
I see.
since
Okay.
it's not a necromancy spell.
Yeah, right now, it's been about 2 hours since dinner service officially started. And this whole...
And I got another 4 hours of homework to do.
Got it. Okay. Just gonna stack the bodies here for now. This whole process, Kreet and he's not a player character, but takes Jiles and Kreet about 1 hour to dispose of these bodies. What's going on between Lord Thranduil and Master Lee?
A couple of drinks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I do point out to Raccoon the bar. Looks like I have a few bookshelves here by the door. I'm going to say that this area over here with the wine bottles over here.
Mm-hmm.
So, I let him go ahead and serve up some drinks for us since I know Jiles is occupied right now.
Mm-hmm. Master Lee, you find before you a what seems to be almost a couple century old wine. This is looking through this, knowing somewhat of a history or background in both culinary arts and sommelier duties. You really recognize this fine aged elven wine, and there's not just one. There's It almost litters that side wall.
Taking in all the vintage, I turn to Lord Thranduil and I ask, "Does any suit your fancy?"
Any will do. It's fine. I don't stock things that I don't enjoy.
I see. Well, I close mine and reach for whatever bottle's in the middle.
Imagine, this guy's so wealthy, he could just close your eyes and pick something and it's gonna be good.
Alright, being the well-read historian that I am, I would like to make a roll about my knowledge. Oh, not that I'll manage. My knowledge of the Pandarian people.
Okay.
Oh, I crit. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
I just read a book about you motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well. Okay.
Let's see here. What I would like to do is basically bring up a not too well-known point about his culture.
Okay.
And his particular fighting style.
I see.
That I just witnessed.
Uh-huh.
And not actually as a compliment, because I wouldn't do that, but it would be more along the lines of, I see you studied blah 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 from this area or something similar, if that would be if that would be possible.
Okay. So, what comes to your recollection is a place called the Wandering Isle. Now, these are a people that have been detached from Pandaria for quite some time. And this is where Pawn is actually from. He only says he's from Pandaria, but it allows him some sort of secrecy or identity. See, right now, Pandaria...
Hold up a second.
Uh-huh.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Freddy, man, you gotta hit your mute button if you're gonna be coughing it up, dude.
My bad.
Ah. Okay. Yes, the Wandering Isle is a giant creature in which a village, mountains, forests, beachside, and all of that is dwelling on its back, and this great turtle is swimming all throughout the grand and great oceans of the Maelstrom. And what you can tell, or what comes to your recollection, is this power called the Mists. Currently, the Mists are what is hiding the continent of Pandaria. People have tried to explore it, but they can't really get to it. But these mystical forces, called the Mists, are kind of what empowers these creatures. Now, what they are, what people have called it is ki. And what you understand is that it's an internal energy. It's not one taken and borrowed like magic is, or taken and manipulated. It is actually their innermost self being projected through their actions, through their words, through their lifestyle.
Okay.
And as far as specific styles of fighting, I'm going to leave that up to Master Lee.
All right, so as he's picking out the wine, then
Mm-hmm.
I would again, not a compliment, just recognition of a particular fighting style that he was using, and saying, "I respect your use of the key."
Hearing that, I turn around, smile, and nod, and say, "Well, there's much more I'm still learning, but as for now, I would say I am the strongest user of it."
Continues to serve you well, Raccoon.
May it serve me well indeed. Come around, I grab 2 glasses, and I pour us a drink.
Okay.
Fabulous. I accept the drink from him, continue to drink. I don't small talk, I just stare at the fireplace. I
Yeah,
polish off just the one glass, and without words, I go ahead and just stand up, set my glass down on the table, and I retire to my room for the evening,
Okay.
leaving the other half of the bottle on the table there for the raccoon.
It's almost a term of endearment when you give your party members their nicknames. Huh?
I can't be bothered with details. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
hey, I get it.
yeah.
Let's see here. I gotta remember what my room is. Doop, 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 doop.
Hey, this is your place. You can sleep on the ground if that's what you want.
Yeah, no, let's see here. Actually, I think, did I have it in the bottom left?
You want to go to the room upstairs or you want the room downstairs?
You know, I'd be more of an upstairs dude. I'll just delete myself off the map.
Okay.
No need to change the map or anything.
Yeah, well, we'll head over to Kreet right now.
Sounds good.
Or Thrax, sorry. And then you can check out the upper left room if you like.
I'm gonna sit here and continue drinking till I pass out.
And we haven't figured out something for this room yet, so if you find something, go ahead and give it a title or purpose of some sort.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. You got it. Actually, do me a favor if
Yeah.
you can at some point. Just go ahead and send me the map images of both,
Okay.
and I'll go through and label everything for you.
Yeah, you got it. All right. So, Thrax, you've been doing this for some time. It's well, you honestly don't even need to rest. That's yeah, you find yourself in Thranduil Manor, right? And
Mhm.
it's almost as if it's just like normal for you to be around individuals of great power, whether it be status or gold or riches, valuables, but this certain place gives you a little bit of that feeling like it's more than all that. You did recognize all the dragon motif, And it suddenly clicks to you that Lord Thranduil Sr. is actually one of the... he is the head advisor for the Kirin Tor. He met an unfortunate end on one of his expeditions, but the Kirin Tor is the largest and most authoritative mage guild in all of Azeron. And he was pretty much their, I wouldn't say leader, but their head advisor. And he was also a great archaeologist. That was his thing. He worked with dragons. So a little bit of his manner intrigues you to the point where it's just like, hey, I control this aspect of magic. Now this has a wealth more knowledge of the Dragonflights than I had ever known. So you have this now at your doorstep. You're automatically a guest, I guess, by Lord Thranduil, the current Lord Thranduil. So yeah, does this wealth of Dragonflight knowledge pique your interest, even just a little bit?
For the time being, he would be completely focused on his work.
Okay.
When dealing things with the arcane, it draws all his attention.
I see.
So for the time being, like, as he's working on this, copying the spell into a spellbook, he no thought whatsoever would be going towards the manor, what everyone's doing downstairs, the dragon. Like, he doesn't care about anything right now except for this spell.
I see. Okay. And you've had 2 hours since you've began, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll need about 4 more before it's done.
Okay. Yeah. So for now, it's very quiet. Nothing from your thralls outside. And well, we'll move down to Kreet. See what he's doing. Ha. Well.
Freddy. Hey, Freddy. There you go.
Oh, his muting thing. Okay. All right. Kreet. Jiles turns to you. It's like, well, I believe we're done here. I must tend to the blood.
Yeah. Sorry that there was so much bloodshed.
Sorry. Huh. You must not be around the Lord very much, or you must have just met.
Oh, I try to minimize the bloodshed.
Ah.
I don't like being noticed too much.
I see. Well, in contrast, you may find it quite interesting traveling with the Lord.
Yes, he's interesting, but I keep an eye on him.
Do take care of him if he does decide to have an absence from here for a while. I assume I will probably have to be entertaining both the Kirin Tor and some investigators from the... Well, the Trade Prince really does not like it when things aren't going, well, let's say, to plan, yeah?
None of us are.
Well, if there is anything else, I must return to my duties.
I will let you do that. If you need me, I will be in the southwest garden by the pool.
Ah, yes. All right. Giles walks in. Um, are you passed out, Master Lee?
This is where he forgets he's muted.
Ah.
Sorry, I was drinking water. No, not yet.
Okay.
I don't get so as lighted as drinking a small bottle of wine.
I see. He notices there is a bottle there. He quickly comes to scoop it up and notices your glass no longer full, at least 2/3 of the way. So he goes ahead and pours you to fill up again.
I smile and give him a nod and say thank you, kind sir.
Ah, I am very well impressed by the way you move. It is nothing I have ever seen before.
I appreciate your attitude. I just didn't want no one to get hurt under my watch.
Ah, well, in that
Or at
case,
least within the presence of someone who, as I'm seeing, as great as Lord Thranduil.
ah, yes, he is a quiet man, but when provoked, obviously you see the results of what he can do.
Yes, what's peace without war?
Ah, just do me a favor if you could. I still owe you my life. However, if there is something I could ask, please watch out for the dear Lord. It is a sad, lonely life he lives. His family his family is no longer here, and it's, as you see, he points around to the whole estate. It's like, he is very selective of who he brings into his life, but these are the first guests I've seen in quite some time. Please take good care of him.
I think it's he who will be taking good care of us.
Yes, he does take care of those he allows into his life, most definitely. But, if you don't mind, I have other duties to attend to. Will this be enough for you this evening?
That'll be all.
Alright, so he takes the bottle and does a very fine about face. Proceeds to the kitchen to drop off this bottle and returns to his duties, gathers some cleaning supplies, and yeah, pick a room. I assume Lord Thranduil, you you allow anyone to pick a room as long as it's not yours.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be correct. I honestly don't care.
Okay. So yes, go ahead and
As long as I don't trip over him in the morning,
yeah,
we're good.
right. Dude, there's so much space here, even if it's just like what, like 4 people, 5 with Jiles. Anywho, yes, long rest is now achieved. It is the next morning. Kreet, before everyone goes to bed, is there anything you're looking for in particular?
No, I was actually perched up on the tree, and passed out.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Yeah. I'd rather sleep outside than indoor.
You got it. Yeah, the next day dawns. Kreet, you'd probably be the first one to see sunlight since you are outside. But in typical fashion, it is a red sunrise, red-orange sunrise, typically leading to the fact that there was bloodshed the night before, and lots of it.
Really quick, out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Just as we were all sleeping, Thrax would have been finished with his studies.
Oh, yeah.
Was there anything he wanted to do before sunrise came?
Yeah, go ahead. Kreet, if there was anything you wanted to do.
Or Thrax?
Or Thrax, yeah.
Not particularly. He would have finished his study. He would have finished writing this into his book, and then gone into his 4-hour inactive state that he has to do for his long rest. And then upon waking up, started preparing his spells for the day. If anything, he would have gone to the room just outside of his room that Lord Thranduil showed to him, to copy down the teleportation circle from that room. Even though I don't have the spell yet, I can copy down the runes so that when I do get the spell, I already have his teleportation circle saved in my book.
Yes. You do notice something off a bit on it, though. It is not complete. It is missing a few runes to complete the circle.
Once I get the spell, that'll be an easy fix.
I like it.
Okay. So, morning breaks. Kreet, you have seen that. I assume Master Lee might be sleeping in just a little bit. that wine hits a little bit different on everybody else besides elves.
Yeah, he's still pretty passed out.
Raccoon just snoring away on the couch.
Yes. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh no, wait. He had a room. Okay.
Yeah. This is over here.
Yeah.
Jiles works through the night to actually take care of all the blood stains and this and that, and yeah, he actually let's put him over here for now. He just he'll be near the bodies. There. And Lord Thranduil, you hear some knocks on your door.
Oh, that's not normal. All right, let's see here. We're on the second level?
Back down first, but bring you to where you are. Which room did you pick? I'm trying to find you right now.
I didn't. I deleted myself off the first level because I would sleep on the second.
Okay, so this is your room. You have a little bit of a window where your bathroom would be, and you do notice the two from before, the night before, the Kirin Tor. They have...
these dumb. Okay.
I'm trying to scroll to their assets real quick, but yeah, they're knocking at your door. You notice the one, the younger one. He's pacing around nervously, like, crap. I gotta deal with this guy again.
Hold on, is my map not loading, or let me just...
Let's see. No, we're on the first level. I just haven't brought their assets down yet.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm trying to figure out exactly. Am I down here for the night?
Yeah. Well, if you're on the second level, it'd be right upstairs from
Yeah.
that.
Okay, yeah. Normally I'd be on the second level. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. So they're actually in my house or outside my house?
They're outside. You see their
Okay,
tokens now?
at the front door.
Yep. So yes.
All right.
Wait. Knock.
And it happened a second time?
Yeah. They're patient. Well, at least one of them is. This one here keeps pacing around.
That's an issue. Why is Jiles not answering the door? This is not.
Yeah, he's actually just. He's not used to this much workload, so he's actually passed out.
Well, I'm already furious. So. Shit, I'm not getting dressed. Where is my man? How am I supposed to do this? I throw on the clothes I had from the night before because apparently those weren't picked up either. I'm going to have some words with Jiles. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
All right. Sort of disheveled looking, not quite properly buttoned up the way I need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Not comical looking, but not how I'm usually seen in public.
Right.
Which also infuriates the hell out of me right now.
Mm-hmm.
I will grab my cane and I will walk down the stairs and I will go to that door. I place my hand on the knob, put my head down for a moment, grit my teeth. You can see the veins bulging in the side of my neck for the casual onlooker.
Mm-hmm.
Finally take a deep breath, turn the knob, and I open it.
Okay.
And I see those two.
Yes. The older mage of the Kirin Tor, the senior, I should say, he bows deeply, extends his hand as like, "Good morning, my lord." And the one next to him, the junior, obviously, in his youth, follows suit with a quicker bow, like, "Oh shoot, I missed my cue." You notice him being a little more nervous, and he's like, my lord Thranduil, good morning."
I don't answer. However, I do clench my fist around my cane, and I clench my other fist. I glare at them both with an intimidation check.
Oh no!
Shit.
Yeah, roll an advantage now. You got
No, I got advantage. So to make it fair, I'm going to roll just one more time, and that'll be our advantage.
Yeah.
All right.
You see the senior slap the junior across the chest, give a knife edge chop. It's like, what are you doing? Come on. He obviously does not want to be bothered right now. I should not take your lead on things. This would be a good lesson. Lord Thranduil, we shall return at a different time. When would be best for you?
I am so furious right now. I'm barely capable of making a word come out of my mouth as much as I could just jump at them and take their heads clean off.
Yeah. The senior uses Misty Step to teleport out of the. The other guy follows suit, and they you can see both of them trailing off.
I slammed the door, and man, no one has really heard a yell come from me before in this house. Giles!
He's like, oh, he runs as fast as he can. Out. My lord, my lord. He's obviously stammering and stumbling
I
across.
point my cane at him, and
Uh-huh.
I say, "You have never disappointed me.
Ah,
Today is the first time. It will also be the last."
I.
I turn and I walk back up the stairs without waiting for a response.
Ah. He puts his head down and goes to the kitchen, begins preparing breakfast. In a few moments, you see him pass you to collect your clothing. Um, obviously,
Yeah, I imagine at this point, because of our history,
Mm-hmm.
he knows damn well he just got reprimanded.
All right.
He's going to make sure everything is perfect from this day forward. I know that's what he does.
All right.
Um, he would go ahead. We would do our normal morning routine. He would dress me.
Mm-hmm.
He would make sure that I had my morning glass of wine. I would wander down to probably around this area here where I would enjoy a book.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, I've almost completely forgotten I've had guests.
It's just
And he would be off again after all that's said and done. Then he would be going off to prepare some sort of a breakfast for me. And he would know that we have guests and would take care of that.
got it. Got it. All right. Master
So how's
Lee.
everyone else's morning going?
All right. Hey, for once, have a incredibly great night of sleep. I would say, well, compared to every other night, this is incredible. I mean, uh, like we're talking 1800 thread count sheets, like perfect insulation, just everything you could ever want from a good night's sleep.
Wow, waking up feeling totally refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
I give a good strut, a few thrusts from my fist, and just start walking around the mansion, I guess, see where everyone is.
Okay. Yeah, you are still encapsulated by how large and extravagant just a place like this is. And you're actually in one of the more heavy magical areas. You do feel these vibes going on. Yeah, you obviously can't wield magic like Thrax can. However, your dragon mark begins to. You can feel it. You can feel it. And especially since this place is so tied to the Dragonflight that anything draconic in nature begins to just not activate but really harness and focus in on that energy. So your dragon mark is, you notice it going off the charts right now.
Hmm. And I can't just go looking around someone's house out of respect.
Uh-huh.
So I just try to get a good sense of where everything is
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
I start making my moves around and just kind of see if I can pick up any knowledge on anything while I'm here.
Ah. Um There is more books on the second level. This is just the study is really in the center of the home, and you do find a little bit more as you approach this area where the image of a dragon head on a council table, and you have more books and all sorts of knowledge to attain from. Upstairs, is probably where Thrax is.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now I'm just exploring and gathering info.
Mm-hmm.
See if there's anything more I can learn about the market I possess.
Uh-huh. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Yeah, the house is still very unfamiliar to you. Nothing quite sticks out just yet. Give it some time though, but for right now, nothing.
Oh, butkus. Alright. Well, for now I'm exploring, so
Mhm.
not much I'm doing. Just capturing everything until everyone wakes up or until breakfast is
Uh-huh.
ready.
So your dragon mark is it's the tattoo that runs along your backside, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You begin to feel its heat vibrate or radiate, I should say. As soon as you make what would supposedly be eye contact with the bust of this red dragon here.
Is it like burning, stinging?
No, it's more of that feeling like it's warm, but you can feel it more than you felt it before. But this time, you feel more control over it. Like you feel that it was given to you.
I'm gonna just stare at the bus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the more you stare at it, the warmer it gets. It doesn't get to an uncomfortable level, but it does get noticeable. And yeah, we'll actually just leave it right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Thrax. Your trance has concluded. Your spells have been scribed into your spell book.
Mm-hmm. I've already selected my spells for the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your thralls are ever so vigilant. But yes, you did begin to transcribe the runes on the teleportation circle, and did notice
Yeah.
that they are missing some. It does pique
He
your...
just sort of
Uh-huh.
scoffs to himself like, this is sloppy work. Probably hasn't been used in a while.
Yeah. It really hasn't. But now, the night before, you can now explore a little bit of Thranduil Manor.
He would go downstairs
Mm-hmm.
and look for a sitting room, or what would be the equivalent,
Uh-huh.
and wait for everyone else to show up.
Ah.
Uh, Manors aren't really being undead. You
Right.
know, homesteads and fancy houses aren't really something that interest him at all. It
Right.
just seems like a vice of the living.
Uh-huh.
And so he's in the mindset of like, okay, is there more work for us to do? Like,
Mhm.
there's no reason for us to be fucking standing around here wasting time. If there's shit for us to do, and if there's not shit for us to do, then there's shit for me to do, and I need to move on, and you know,
Uh-huh. Yeah, the
uh,
sitting room.
continue my quest.
Yeah. The sitting room is downstairs where Lord Thranduil is currently. And yeah, that's what you can recall. That's really where you want to find yourself, if that's where you want to go.
Yeah, I'll go there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, right here. Uh, you pass Master Lee downstairs on your way over there, and you do notice kind of like this trance-like state of him staring directly at this bust of the red dragon, and kind of a glow coming from the back wall here, where his back is turned. It's almost like this orangish red, of course muffled from his clothing, but enough to seep through, where it's giving off some light from this back wall.
You said this was the sitting room?
They're up here, where Lord Thranduil is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so.
So yeah, you pass by a. You don't have anything to say for him, yeah?
Nope.
Okay.
He sees him staring at that. He hasn't really had much talking time with Ryu-Lee. Like he hasn't really had
Uh-huh.
a reason to really like speak to him yet.
Mm-hmm.
So he just doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. There you see Lord Thranduil having a seat, book in hand.
Mm-hmm.
As he walks in, I look up, kind of nod in his direction. I hope you found the accommodations acceptable, Thrax.
They're fine. So what is our next move?
That I'm waiting for the others to awaken to find out. I kind of fold my book up and set it down on the cushion next to me. Glass of morning wine.
No. The Pandaren seems to be awake. What about the Elecrocra?
I have not seen him yet this morning. I hope we didn't disturb your studies last night. We had a bit of an intrusion.
I was assuming you were having an extended conversation, but no, it did not intrude on me. I've spent many of years copying things into my spellbook. A bit of noise is not going to stop me.
Of course, of course. Well, I've noticed your proclivity for hanging with those that have recently passed. My man has taken care of the problem, and most of them are in a pit you will find out back should you be interested.
I'm full up at the moment, but I appreciate the offer. Unless there is something that you need from the dead bodies, we can simply allow them to begin turning into fertilizer for your yard.
Oh, man.
Perhaps. I think that might raise a bit of a stench.
Oh, that's simple enough to keep it.
Is there Any of your magic that perhaps you would be able to speak with them and draw information that they might not normally share?
The information they might not normally share is a bit of a... It can be done, but it's tricky. I can speak with them, but talking to a dead body is a little bit more similar to talking to a live body that does not exactly know that it is dead.
How interesting is that?
And so we would have to find ways to get it to say something that it may say in its life that it would not normally say to people. Oftentimes, one would disguise oneself as someone that the newly deceased is associated with, or have a cleric or paladin of some sort cast a zone of truth spell. But I don't think anyone in our current party has access to such things.
No, that does lend itself to some ideas, though. We should wait upon the bird and the raccoon and see what they have noticed throughout the evening, or any thoughts they have come in contact with. Jiles,
Yes, my lord.
have the others awoken?
I believe the Pandaren has. I will go check it, see if Kreet has.
Well, summon them to the sitting room, if you would.
Yes, my lord. Huh. First, rushes over to. Sorry to disturb your. What? Sir, Master Lee, you have been summoned to the sitting room.
Finally snapping out of it. Yes, I'll be there in a moment.
Right away. He zooms downstairs. Uh,
I start holding my head and then slowly start drifting towards the sitting room.
Master Kreet. Master Kreet.
So he actually sees Master Kreet all the way on top of the man.
Yes. Could you please come down to the sitting room right away? Lord Thranduil has called a meeting. It'll be right there. Oh. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, close all that.
Giles, drinks for my guest, please.
Yes, my lord. He scurries away and prepares some fresh orange juice, along with a nicer bottle of champagne. Momentarily returns to serve up these mimosas.
Really quick, I don't have my map in front of me. Is everyone gathered?
Yes, everyone is here.
All right, I look over at the Birdman, and the following ensues. Kreet, have you heard from your matron about any of the information I asked for last night? You do take note that's the first time I've used your name.
Not returned yet, but I did find some useful information while I was looking at these.
Yeah, Kreet relays some information, yes?
Yeah, sorry, I can't get to my notes. My daughter just woke
Oh,
up,
yeah, no, you're
so
fine.
Oh, no, take your time, dude. It's all good.
I assume it was the Syndicate medallions that you discovered on the bodies?
yes, and I'll let them know that we have to travel a certain way in order to get to it, which also is probably be in the direction of the kidnapped girls and the girl and boy.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, it's, yeah. That's the information that he relays to you, Lord Thranduil?
So nothing about the actual families of the people that were there?
No, just their medallions, recognizing which faction they were from, or which mercenary group they were from. Oh, and 82 gold, but I don't know if he decided to disclose that or not.
Wouldn't matter. Not what I was interested in.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I'd really like to know where they came from and who their associates and families are.
Aha. Yeah, so far, that's really all the information. And, yeah, anything for Master Lee or Thrax?
Rex already talked to about the dead bodies.
Mm-hmm.
With Kreet, does he have any additional information about this syndicate and what they are? Is it just a mercenary guild, or
They are the lowest mercenaries possible. I mean, to send them after someone the likes of us is ridiculous. It's pitiful.
I'm actually
Are
quite
you
offended.
already assuming? Are you already assuming that they know that there is a likes of us?
The likes of myself to send this mercenary group is a shame.
They knew they were coming to my house. So not only am I offended, but I am insulted. That cannot stand.
So we're going to take revenge on a petty mercenary group? Is this going to at least pay well?
I am going to make sure that that insult is repaid in full. And if you would like to join us, Thrax, I'll make sure that your pouch is full as well.
That's enough for me. I need
Giles.
time to work on the research anyways.
Giles comes through. My lord, breakfast is ready. Shall we be having 3 more? 2 of the Kirin Tor, alongside Maiev Shadow Song, have arrived at the door.
Those 2 things that awoke me from my slumber this morning can stay outside on the sidewalk.
Ah, okay.
Instruct the matron Maeve that she is allowed in if she has some information that pertains to what we're discussing now.
Yes, my lord. Goes over. Chit chats with the with the 3. Um, he notices some downtrodden mages, but they await here on the sidewalk, as instructed. Maiev and himself return, and yeah, let's see. My lord, will you be having breakfast at the how do you say, non-formal dining area?
Whichever is best for you, Giles. I put you through too much last night.
At once, my lord. Returns to begin setting the table. Lord Thranduil.
Yes.
Yes, I have done some digging. They are the Syndicate mercenary group. Unfortunately, they were pretty much the last stragglers from the last shipment. They are here actually hunting down a sorcerer, Melnor. However, half their band has already been killed by the Bones. This is the other half that remained here in case they were called for reinforcements, but I guess they are now no longer alive. As far as family, they're more urchins that have been called up to do some dirty work. They were paid pretty well in advance, but she shifts through some of her notes and mentions two in particular: Blood Prince Draven and Blood Queen Lenethel. These are two of the Sand Lanes, which they weave blood magic, and they are elves, particularly blood elves, the Kaldurai.
Would I know about blood magic?
Yes. This is something all elves really understand inherently, just because the blood magic is very taboo in this world. It's looked very frowned upon. But at the same time, it is also, as obviously through Kreet, used in a quote-unquote good or good alignment way, the way he uses it. But
I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
All right, let's really quick check about how much I would really have an understanding of blood magic.
Yeah, do it at advantage since you're part elf.
Okay, I'll do it at advantage. And I'll crit again. So I know all the shit about blood magic.
Yes.
I just don't know how to use it. Okay. So I would look over to the only wizard I know at this point, being Thrax. And
Yeah, what I know about, what would my knowledge be of blood magic? Does it pertain to like my current field of study?
Not entirely. What you understand about blood magic is that the Ebon Blade actually employs blood knights. They were actually the Sand Lane were the ones who taught the Ebon Knights blood magic for them to use in the in their campaign. And you know that some people used it to shield themselves, empower some of their abilities, drain blood from others. It spells like vampiric touch. A lot of that is you understand it, but it's not something in everyday practice for you.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of less utilitarian form of necromancy. takes a little bit too much material components for my tests.
It's like, yeah, it literally needs living, bleeding people. You do understand, too, that blood magic is powered by either someone else's life force or the user's own life force.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it so potent. Like, it's like if the user is actually using their own life force, then they can create things that are pretty powerful and terrifying.
They have their uses. The Ebon Blade often employs blood knights and blood hunters, but we were actually had some sort of agreement with these Blood Prince Draven and the Blood Queen.
Yeah, the Sand Lane. Yeah.
Other than that, it's not really something I've paid too much attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, look over at Kreet, not say anything, but just, like, give him a look.
Right. Maiev turns or commands the attention her way after Kreet is done talking. Yes, my lord, this is all the potential information or possible information that I could dig up in this amount of time. However, if at all possible, Prince Gallywix wishes an audience with you and your party.
I so despise those. Did the prince provide a time?
Well, he understood your plight of being attacked, so he said that at your soonest convenience, he will clear his schedule for you. I must return to him as we have some things to discuss. But before we go, may I have a word with you, Kreet?
And really quick, were you accompanied with a few mages?
Ah, yes, the Kirin Tor. They are... if you don't mind, they will be at the meeting too. They have been trying to get a hold of you.
I look at her and basically say, I really wish to never see them again, but should they have information that is pertinent, perhaps, Thrax, you might want to entertain their visit?
Sure, if they have something to bargain with, I'm not exactly, open for calls, so it's going to cost them.
It's like,
I
man.
nod my head in appreciation of Thrax.
It's like these guys are like the top mages guild in the entire world, and they're desperate to have words, and you guys are just like, no.
Well, so that's the thing. They're desperate, so it puts me in a better bargaining position.
Right.
And they're not associated with the Ebon Blade for as much as I know. So I'll give a shit about them. Yeah, they're probably the ones that outlawed my practice.
Yeah, right. It's just so cool to see. Like you guys are just shooing away. Like these people are really powerful, and they're just really trying to get in here. Where you're just like, nah. We'll see you when we see you. That's great. Okay. So yes, Maiev dismisses herself and just walks into the room adjacent to the sitting room. Yeah. Kreet. Isn't it wonderful to have some rest at knowing that we're not currently being hunted right now.
Well, one of us is. Did you check yourself for trackers?
Yes. You do remember I am still the head of this order. She kind of winks at you a little bit. But lets out a deep sigh. The Sand Lane are nothing but persistent. They mirror us in our, well, efficiency, but they slipped up this time. They underestimated your party.
I could have took them on myself.
Yes, but you and I both know, even if we were together, fighting Blood Prince Draven and Blood Queen Lenethel, that it would be a very, very tough fight.
Yes.
Well, you'll
But we,
say that again?
yes, but we could do it. I have.
Yes. I don't lack the confidence, I just... They underestimated you, and I, and Lord Thranduil, and Thrax, and Master Lee. However, we must not make that same mistake if we are to engage them.
Yes, ma'am.
Prince Gallywix is requesting formal aid from Lord Thranduil. He is going to be requesting him, and, well, let's just say I can only follow for up to a certain point, and then I must resume my duties as head of the Wardens. You understand? Still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, so just relays the importance of the fact that she must return to her duties, but for now she'll watch your guys' backs. And with that said, Thrax. Oh,
Do when you're gone.
say that again.
What would you like me to do while you're gone?
Well, you still have that mission. We'll brief you further on it once we have our audience with the Trade Prince. But I just wanted to let you know this before we officially get things underway.
I will do my best to finish the mission.
Oh, I know you will. Your kind really deserve a place here in Azeron. Do you know if your people wish to leave Teldrassil? Not that they have to, but... Is there more that they see beyond the Great Tree?
They haven't really ventured out. And they probably call me an outcast. But I'm sure if I go... Right, I'm sure out.
Mm-hmm. Pay particular attention to Master Ryu-Lee. His people are somewhat on the same boat as your people. You two are mirrored as far as they're champions of their kind. You obviously being the best of our order, representing the Aarakocra very well. So with Master Lee. Well, I don't know if he makes noodles as good as Pon does, but You know what I'm saying, don't you?
I'll have to ask. Or
Ah.
at least try.
Yeah, right. He seems very sour at the fact that he is compared to Pawn, but he is very well capable. I I know you will learn a lot from him, and he will learn a lot from you. Well, go have breakfast. I already had mine earlier. I must get back to the king. Or prince. Trade prince.
Farewell.
Alright. So, she heads outside. Thrax, you know that the mages of the Kirin Tor are actually out on the sidewalk. If you go wish to entertain them.
Yeah, no.
It's like, someone's got to do this.
No, I got nothing better to do right now. Yeah.
It's quite large map.
Yeah.
All the way to the
Cool.
very south.
Yeah. Make a group.
Poof.
Come out to them.
They recognize the magic right away. It's like, oh dear.
Yeah, what the fuck you gonna do about it?
Yeah, right.
I got what you want, bitch.
Oh my.
So, I was told to entertain you folks. What is it you want?
May we come inside where it's less of prying ears?
I don't have that authority, so I'm going to assume no.
Okay. They both take a deep sigh. The junior of the two definitely
I could set up a small dome that people won't be able to hear us if you would prefer that, but it's not really my house, so, I can't invite people in.
no.
The inside really doesn't like you.
All right. The junior is quite nervous. He obviously can tell the kind of power you wield. He's just like, oh, wow. Are you with the Ebon Blade?
Is that pertinent information for what you need to know?
No. I'm sorry. I'm just curious. This is incredible power you wield.
This is not a curiosity call, is it? So what is it that you want?
Senior steps up, and it's like, we require some knowledge collected here, possibly from Thranduil Senior. I know he has passed on, but we are having some problems with the Dragonflights. Their absence is troubling. We are.
I mean, I know where you can talk to the blue one.
Oh, Kalagos. You spoke to him.
More than like he intruded on us, but sure.
They're kind of taking a dragon. One of the Dragonflights. Kind of stumbled right now. You get the sense that, gee, are these guys really the best of the best as far as magic is concerned? But yeah, the both of them, especially the juniors, just his jaws on the floor, like, "Oh my god, you spoke to a dragon!" Oh,
Would that be enough to suffice you for the time being?
well, it would help, yes, definitely, but you see, Lord Thranduil Senior worked with all of them. He would actually communicate with them often.
Yes, but here's the thing, right? Here's the problem. Lord Thranduil Jr. How should I put this in such a way that won't hurt your feelings? Really fucking hates you,
Oh my.
and really does not want to talk to you. Hence why I'm doing it. Um, because he wishes to avoid further bloodshed.
But bloodshed?
And if you continue to knock on his door, one of you is going to lose a body part.
Aha. I see.
So here's the thing. I have some information that I can give you that is pertinent to what you are looking for. You can tell me what you want. I can talk to Lord Thranduil, and we can come to an agreement. But first, there needs to be the matter of price.
Price, yes. He points to the junior. Hey, the silver comb. He requested a silver comb to comb some creature of sorts. That was prepared. The junior steps up to you, hands it over, or reaches out to any one of your minions. Who
Schmooples takes it. Now this was Lord Thranduil's price to speak with you.
Yes.
My price for my information.
Yes. Name your terms.
He is going to cast Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay. The senior somewhat assists you, casts some sort of time magic and makes it instant, so you're able to be in the bubble.
As the dome encapsulates them so nobody outside can hear them.
Right.
He's also towards the one who looks like he's more in charge.
Yeah,
going to cast a message to speak to him directly.
You got it.
I need books, locations, information. I have found an artifact that I need to find the pieces of. Any information that your little party group has of an item called the Dragon Ball Sack, I need.
Oh, yeah, the Dragon Balls. You have the sack.
Yeah.
As soon as you mention that, then we're on the same page. We seek those artifacts as well.
No, you misunderstand. We are not on the same page. I seek those artifacts.
What would you possibly do with them? Lord Thranduil Senior that was his life's work before he passed. We don't even know what they do. Do you have any information on this?
That is why I'm asking you. If I had the information, we would not be having this conversation.
Yes,
I need what information you have of it, and me and Lord Thranduil can work with what we are doing with our own means. The Ebon Blade does have a hand in this situation. And Lord Thranduil works in tandem with me.
I see. Well, shall I give you the pre-briefing? I know Lord Thranduil was summoned by Prince Gallywix, but he is summoning Lord Thranduil because of the information we gave him, but I shall brief you quickly. The Dragon Balls are, well, they are a mark of power from each of the Dragonflight, the 5 of the Dragonflights, but also 2 more unaccounted for that we don't know where they are. But we do know where the 5 are, or at least what they leave behind. Have you met Maiev Shadowsong?
Have I?
I don't think so. Yeah, you were doing your scribing all through the night, but
It's not a name that rings a bell. But like I said before, any book you have that mentions these things, any scrap of paper, any passing scroll that mentions them, I need a copy of or the actual text. You want those last 2 found, give this information to me, and I will find those last 2.
yes. The only lead we have right now is 1. It is held together by a Captain Irwin over at the oh shoot, let me bring up my map real quick. Give me 1 second. I have all these plot points down, but they're like in bulletin form. I'm like, okay, here we go. Yes. So, we know of 1. The Captain Irwin, whose gang, I should say, holds control over what is called Elementium, and they are in the Dark Whisper Gorge in northern Kalimdor. This is what the Trade Prince wishes to brief Lord Thranduil on, and see if he will actually send a team over, and perhaps maybe, with his father's knowledge, maybe put some pieces together for all of us, because we, in truth, don't know a whole lot more than that. Maiev Shadowsong, she is trying to uncover the rest of it, but for now we have this one. I know they are in possession of it because Alexstrasza herself, the queen of the Dragonflight, the Red Dragon, has offspring being held prisoner by this gang. We would send a liberating force, but well, the terms under the UADT do not allow us to do so. But we can send a...
What is the UADT?
It's the United Azeron Defense Treaty. That's basically, yeah, instead of Horde and Alliance and this and that, everyone's kind of banded together because they ignored all the Prophet's advice from the First to Third War. They're just like, yeah, we don't want to do this again. So they know of impending doom, but they don't know when it's coming. But they want to be as prepared as they can be for it. So they formed this alliance.
Is that also something the Ebon Blade is part of?
Yes, the Ebon Blade, every faction, guild, or whatever it's literally the United Azeron defense. The whole world of Azerons united.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
And
well, then I guess we're going to have to go talk to this prince now, aren't we?
yeah, you guys have breakfast. If you so choose to have breakfast.
Oh, I'll tell them before I leave.
Mm-hmm.
Once I receive this, all this information you have on the Dragon Balls, I'll tell you where you can talk to the blue one.
Ah, that is as fair as we can be. Thank you for all your generous help. What's your name?
He he brings down his tiny hut.
Mhm.
Right, then I think we're done here. Goodbye.
Ah, yes. The mages disappear into the distance, quite satisfied with anything that they could get at that point. But you did provide them with something, and they provided you with something. So that's
He'll
a good
send
trade.
a he'll send a message to Lord Thranduil.
Mhm.
We've dealt with these Kirin Tor people. Um, they seem to really want to be on your dick about this whole deal with your father and the Dragonflights. Uh, they also gave me a cat scratcher or something. They said you wanted it. Uh, I'm
I
working
almost,
with them to get some more information for myself, but they do seem hell bent on getting something that your father had. So
I
perhaps
almost
we can
forgot
work
about
out
that.
something with that.
I almost forgot about that. Amazing. Um, okay, good. As long as I didn't have to deal with him, Thrax got what he needed. I will let him know, and we can figure it out on the map. Uh, should he be interested in any information that my father might have put together,
Right.
would be over on this bookshelf in this room, and you are welcome to it should it be of any use to you.
Aha.
What bookshelf and what room?
And probably somewhere up on the second floor, Vic.
Yeah. The this
Uh,
center room right here is where the wealth of knowledge is contained. Is
Okay.
also it has the map of Azeron as you see there
All
with
right.
the table and all that.
Yeah, that would work.
There's definitely a few personal collections, and there's definitely more books in the ground level of where you're Thrax.
mhm.
Yeah, that's really the concentration of anything dragon related. And you saw earlier the kind of power that was coursing through the room with Ryu-Lee's dragon mark.
Okay.
Uh-huh. But with that, we'll take a 5-minute break at the top of the hour. I'll see you in 5 minutes. And yeah, I'm gonna mute the audio here so we can put in some ad breaks once they get the video and whatnot. But yeah, I'll be there in just a second.
Gentilly there.
Yeah, alright. And welcome back to the Pop Culture Cosmos. Today's game is Azeron and the Dragonflight's Paragon. We move on to the throne room, where the party has been summoned. Let me do this real quick. I have to move one character out real quick. My cousin was supposed to join us, but ladies have their time of month, and that happened today. So, we got the rest of you. You're greeted by one of Prince Gallywix's advisors, and she greets everyone. It's like, thank you for coming, Lord Thranduil, and please introduce yourselves. I'm not familiar with the rest of you. But she interjects real quick. Oh, are you related to Pawn? He's just gonna stay silent.
No.
Oh. Hi. I'm sorry. I've only seen one more of your kind. His
It's
noodles
like
are so good. Ugh.
Oh shit! Is this the? Oh no! You all look the same.
Yeah, kind of.
Not cool, man.
Yeah.
Not cool.
I'm sure it's a rare thing seeing more than one of us around.
Yeah, dude, like, man, just imagine seeing one type of that person, or creature, I should say, and then never seeing another one until now.
All right, so I guess as a group,
Mm-hmm.
see, this guy's right in front of me talking.
Yep, yeah, that's the advisor.
The advisor?
Yep.
I just kind of push the base of my cane out and kind of move him out of the way as we proceed down the down the aisle together.
Yeah.
So as a group, I imagine we had all probably arrive here.
Yes. Base of the set of stairs leading upwards. Oh. Was that you, Freddy?
Yeah, hello?
Did Freddy get teleported into the middle of a hurricane?
Yeah, right.
No, my headphones just kind of acted weird on me. Okay.
Alright. Cool. Yeah. So, you see before you Mayav Shadow Song at the top of the set of stairs, along with Isabella flanking her. You see some more advisors, Prince Gallywix, and you see a portrait of Prince Gallywix behind his throne, and the entire floor of that throne littered in gold pieces, just like the portrait displays. And you actually see Prince Gallywix step forward, remove his hat, and take a bow at you, Lord Thranduil.
Uh-huh. Yep, I just nod at him.
Yes. Hey, my lord. How are you doing this morning?
I am here.
Straight to business, huh? All right. He steps forward. You could tell that his advisors are a little nervous how close he's getting to you.
They should be.
Right. And then the two ladies, of course, maintain their distance. Isabella informed me that you've met some of the bones, yes?
look over my shoulder, looking for Kreet.
Oh yeah, where is Kreet? I don't see him.
Oh, wait, actually, he jumped off of chat as well.
Oh, did he? Oh, probably his daughter's. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just move him
Okay.
up here.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you added his character in.
Yeah, it's right here on the. Did you?
Which one? Wait, which one of your dudes, Thrax, is the goddess?
Didn't we fucking roll that back and say that it was I just made somebody else?
Oh,
Oh, did you?
Well, either way, you wouldn't notice because I pulled her skeleton out.
yeah. So.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's not the body; it's just the skeleton.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay, I would have seen that. So we'll go with the skeleton thing. I just kind of looked back at the skeleton
Mm-hmm.
and looked back, and I said, I think we met one.
Oh. Oh, I see.
It's completely like covered in
Yeah. You have
what
that,
would be like desert wrappings.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing you can really see that's not covered in clothes is a small portion where like there's the glow where the eyes would be. And since it is a cold skeletal mage, it's just like this glowing blue.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think I can put two sticks together, or how do you say it? Rub two sticks together, and thought, right? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting old.
Really quick,
Uh-huh.
just to piss off the prince and show
Okay.
my disdain for this whole entire fucking thing, I put my hand up in front of his face with my finger pointing up,
Uh-huh.
as if to shush him.
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Isabella,
Uh-huh.
and I hand her the glass of wine I'm holding,
Okay.
and I said, have your stewards find this. And then I kind of, if she takes a glass from me, does she?
Yes.
All right, she takes a glass from me. I then just shoo her with my hand that was holding the glass.
Rude.
I look back at the prince and I say, continue.
She's kind of wondering what to do with this glass now. Like, but yes. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh. Well. Anyway, she told me what a good job you guys did at Frey Island. I thank you for trying to find them. Maiev over there says you found Arwen. I hope she is safe wherever she is now. The other two, three, I'm trying to. I don't know where they went, honestly. No one here can find them. But that is beside the point. You want to get straight to business, yeah?
I just kind of raise my eyebrow looking at him, tapping my finger on my cane.
Okay. Alright. So, I pulled some favors. I kind of owe some favors now to King Rin. You know, he was here the other week, helping out with the campaign, but he has convinced me, or rather negotiated, that we open up a few flight paths along this route here in Kalimdor. Obviously, Agrimar is still closed off, but we need you and your father's research to go up to a place up north. It's about 1,600 kilometers from here, or 1,000 miles. I don't know, however you elves measure distance. But I've opened up 2 flight paths. Well, 3 technically. It'll take about a day for me to get in coordination with all of them, but basically you can fly up to Eversong. Let me see if I get this right. Give me 1 sec.
Sure, man.
Where's it? Everlook. Okay, yes. We have a contact in Everlook. That's the closest that I can get you to that gorge. Well, I don't know if Maev briefed you on this just yet, but there is a deposit of Elementium. It is being harvested, but also protected by a certain Captain Irwin. He was a veteran of the Third War, you see. He kind of stuck around after, Archimonde and those wisps exploded at Nordrassil and ended the war, but, I don't know if it's that magic that's corrupting them or whatnot, but we can't really step in as the UADT and reclaim that territory and possess or control that ore. It's the rarest stuff on Azeron, but I guess one more thing I should add is that there's some intelligence reports out there that say it is somewhat linked to Alexstrasza, the queen, the red Dragonflight leader. Why she's important, I don't know just quite yet, but somewhat of the Kirin Tor wish to gain some knowledge on this. And also, we need the Dragonflight again. We can't prepare enough for this impending doom that is coming, so... as you know, people don't trust the dragons right now because of what Deathwing just did, but we do need the Dragonflight, and if this is one way we can do that, you would be doing us a solid if you and your team back here could assist.
Let me sit for a moment and discuss with my team. I just kind of shoulder right past them.
Mm-hmm.
And I walk right up to the damn throne.
Okay.
And I turn around and just sit back on it and lean forward on my cane.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, Thrax, what do you think of this?
It seems to have something to do with what we were doing previously. This red dragon queen could be useful to our goals.
I nod my head. And completely insubordinate and insolent.
Huh.
Gallywix, what would this mean for the House of Thranduil without using his title?
Yeah. He's giving you this, like, this son of a bitch. Like, yeah, like... Name your price.
That open-ended, is it?
Listen, man. If we don't prepare for this impending doom that was so prophesized about, none of us will be alive to see it.
I chuckle a little bit and smile at the thought of everyone being dead.
Sorry. Hey, I get it.
I then tap my hands against the arms of the throne. And I stand back up and walk back down to the stairs.
Okay.
And I inform Gallywix that me and my guests will discuss this, and I will send my man to you with his answer.
Understood. You still haven't named terms.
I look back at the throne and walk down the aisle without saying a damn thing.
He rubs those two sticks together, and it's just like, and then orders the two advisors to just like clean off his throne. And yeah, this is
Bitch, I got the cleanest ass in all of Azeron. Get the hell out of here. No.
Oh, man.
I don't wait for my companions, and I just exit the building.
Yeah. You can kind of just do whatever you want at this point.
Did you guys want to say anything or ask any questions? Please, by all means, go ahead. You don't have to follow my lead. I'm an asshole.
Fucking novels.
So you said there was one of the girls here that the Kirin Tor told me about that might have information about the Dragon Balls.
Oh, this just Maiev Shadow Song. She's been the one that's been leading this whole thing, intelligence gathering, and then reporting to the leaders of the UADT, including Trade Prince Gallywix here. But yeah, it's this one right here.
Okay, for the sake of expediency, would she be able to give me any more information than the Kirin Tor guys already have or already aren't going to give me?
Really, the only other thing is, I'm trying to look through here. Huh. Yeah, well, because right now she's actually bodyguarding Kreet because of the powerful enemies that are tracking him down. And also we're now working on the request of finding out more information from where the money trail leads from the attack last night. But other than that,
Gotcha.
yeah, that's really the only information that she has. But once she is done, she can actually go off, and this is what she was talking about with Kreet earlier, that she wants to return to her duties and be the warden and be in the shadows seeking the information that everybody needs.
Alright, sound good? Then yeah, I'm gonna leave. I got nothing more to do here.
Uh-huh. Let me see. Is Kreet back here yet? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I bow to my lady and take my leave.
Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. So, you guys want to return to the manor? You want to be in a different place to talk about your adventure to come? Would you like to go to the Druid Enclave?
Actually, when they walk out of the throne room area there,
Uh-huh.
they would see me casually standing. And again, you know, whatever the party wants to do at that point, I'm wide open to.
Okay. Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm about to take Gallywix's damn throne from him, so I don't give a shit.
You're just walking it down. It's like, yeah, it's just showing up to your CO's office and just sitting in his chair when they need something from you.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've never done it, but you know, we've been called upon to do certain things that seem out of this world, and we had some talks with officers who were just like, "Hey, what would you like? You know, you want to pass? Well, what do you want?" So, yeah. Anywho, yeah, I'm old and have a weak bladder, so I will be back in 2 minutes.
Cheers.
All right.
Ah.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, guys, I don't give a shit. As far as I see it, I put the prince on notice, and it seems like there's reason that you guys want to do it.
Well, yeah, of course. I haven't mentioned none of my reasons, but it's gonna lead up to it.
Fair enough.
Right now, I'm rolling and flowing. I can't really talk to Gallyway because I still need to collect material to sell. I'm also a tradesman, so I need the adventure in order to find things such as jewels and other prices or items to find and sell.
Sure.
That's how we get money in our pockets.
Yeah, I'm just really concerned that
Okay. There we
the
are.
fucking dragonflights. That's our main goal here.
Okay.
Well, for me, Thrax, I mean, if we're going for me, okay, yeah, the dragonflights are coming. Cool. I don't care. But
Oh yeah, for your character, I don't give a shit.
yeah, but I'm all about. All right, I can elevate the House Thranduil, which is me.
Uh-huh.
Then, yep, fuck it.
Done.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Yeah. Where would Lord Thranduil like to go?
Thrax
yeah,
is going
honestly, at
back
this
to
point,
the manor.
Oh, back to his
Yeah,
house? Okay.
yeah, I would defer to
Yeah.
the party. I did say I would send my guy with the answers, so.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So yeah, that would make the most sense.
If
I
everybody
believe.
else is doing something else, back to the manor to like if they want to go do something else, it's fine. But Thrax is going to go back to the manor, and start looking through that library that he was told about.
Okay.
See if he can find anything.
Yeah. Roll some investigation checks.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna head to the library with him as well to read up on the Red Dragon.
Okay.
I'm not super great at this, but let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
29.
You got plus 11. Yeah. Several books stand out. Is there something particular you're looking for, or let's name out a few things?
I'm looking for any information they have about the Dragon Balls.
Okay.
And any information about where our current charge is, or any information about our current charge, this leader of the Red Dragonflight.
Alex Straza, yes. Okay.
Yeah, Alex Straza.
All right. Yes, the wealth of knowledge contained here reveals, something called the essence of the Dragonflight. That stands out. You flip through pages, and thus, you can tell these are some of the newer books. The books that were published by him towards the end of his life. And it goes into detail that Elementium is obviously the rarest mineral on all of Azeron. And it can only be found where there is dragon's essence. No matter what dragon, blue, green, red, black, yellow, bronze. He had a theory, and it goes a little bit like this, that if the dragon procreated with another species, then a part of the dragon's power would separate from them, both in a physical form, which is the children born of that dragon, and also the Dragon Ball. So they had to have mated with another species in order for the Dragon Ball to exist. And yes, the last kind of mention of it was at the gorge, where now Maiev and the Kirin Tor suspect is a place where you could find one. And
so you said Caligos was the leader of the Blue Dragonflight?
Yes.
So would that be at that point like a blue Dragon Ball, or would that be a Dragon Blue Ball? Sorry, man. I had to fucking do it.
No, I was like, oh, clever you. Oh, man.
It was so quick, I had to make it happen, man. Right, go ahead.
Yeah, no. Okay, so further reading on other books, it gives you some information that, yes, each color dragon, you have the obsidian, you have the red, the blue, the green, and the bronze. And each of them were formed, Azeron was formed by the Titans. And the Titans created what were called the Old Gods. And the Old Gods, once their war ended, there were only dragons left in the world. And the Titans returned and gave each dragon dominion over a certain power. And thus the Dragonflight was born. And in secret, there was a creation of the World Eater, Deathwing. And unfortunately, Deathwing was unleashed upon the world, and almost succeeded, if not for those pesky kid adventurers.
Damn dogs.
Right. Nah. But this kind of is what set off the events for the formation of the UADT. It's like, well, Deathwing nearly destroyed our world. War has nearly destroyed our world. The hell if that's going to happen the next time this impending doom arrives. So the ADT was born. But this was all Lord Thranduil Sr.'s finest work. Without his knowledge on the Dragonflight and their association and help with whatever they aided people with, the Deathwing would have lost. But also in the same token, it's kind of just like, well, we need someone to blame, and since dragons are dragons, and it was a dragon who nearly destroyed our world, we kind of hate dragons right now.
Okay.
So that's the current landscape of the world. But the world leaders obviously want the reunification of the Dragonflight. And in order to do so, they are going to extreme lengths, as they are right now, to ensure that happens. And you guys are literally right in the center of it all. But yeah, the Dragon Ball is created from essence and procreation. So if they do have offspring, they do have a Dragon Ball.
Really quick, guys, just excuse me for a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Was I able to find anything saying what dragons have procreated?
Oh, yes. You find in his research publishings that 4 of the 5 have procreated. And yes, it is the blue, the red, the green, and the obsidian. The only one who has not recorded procreation is the bronze dragonflight. Ooh, okay. So, Ryu-Lee, you are reading up on Alex Straza also, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
I suck at these.
that's what Thrax said. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not
Yeah,
as
he
great.
actually means it.
Yeah. You're trying to find some books, but yeah, maybe if you ask Thrax for some help, he may be inclined to help you.
I shall do that. Let's see him looking up and having research on it as well.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. So Thrax, have you been able to fight anything on the red dragon? There's something that seems to be emanating from when I think about it.
Yeah, here, read this one. I'm done with it. As he gets Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, to grab one of the books that he has already flipped through on the Red Dragon Alextera, and give it to Riley.
Okay. Yes.
Not really like looking up from his current studies and just like having the thrall do it so he's not interrupted.
Right. So yes. You flip through and you find something, a chapter on the dragon marks. It lays out that every so often, when a great deed occurs, the essence of a dragonflight will randomly bless a creature on Azeron. And they know this because when the end of the Third War occurred and the Wisps gathered to defeat Archimonde, that yes, the elves did lose their immortality. But on the same token, a great deed occurred and the dragon mark was imparted on a random being in this entire world. And they found the last person who owned a dragon mark. and it lists in great detail what it could do, and it shocks you because it's just like, wow, I I am able to do all these things that it's telling me. Yeah, cast the level 1 Chaos Bolt spell. And as you're reading it, yeah, I'm gonna open your character sheet up here. There you are. As you're reading through it, something in your mind, in your vibrations, your being, your essence, allows you to hone in on this ability. Because certain things happened in the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
No, you're good. You're good. So certain awful things, like towards the very end of the scale, right? Really, really bad things happened. But that time is when also really, really good people and actions occur. So in that convergence, you feel yourself in this state, but realize now that you have this ability already inside of you. And since you are the champion of your people, you do possess this certain unique ability. And yeah, you could read it right there. So basically, if you roll a 1 on your attack roll, or ability check, or saving throw, you can instead choose to automatically crit. However, your next dice roll is, of course, going to be a 1. But this is your inherent power. The Dragon Mark, for whatever reason, chose you and chose the last guy that they were explaining all of this to through their book. Through Lord Thranduil Sr.'s book and his publishing.
Okay.
Yeah, you have some one of those 1 in a several million chance of things happening, and it enlightens you actually a little bit. It makes, well, instead of me describing it, how do you feel about it?
Feeling that I just embraced something incredible, yet still a little confused of why.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
1 in a million that a mark would choose.
yeah. It's just like, well, there's a reason for everything. Timing is everything, as they say too. But at the same token, it's just like you have this incredible responsibility to push your people forward and to reveal to the rest of the world that there are more allies out there. At the same token, you do have this incredible power and gift. So, yeah, it's just like you're meant to be here in one form or another. Yeah. You're sitting across Thrax, who's been here for centuries. And yet, each of you have something to offer each other, you know?
I'm still trying to figure it out in the process.
No, that's the beauty of this whole thing, is that throughout the next however many sessions we're able to have, we're gonna get to really explore these characters and have a really cool journey along the way. But yes, growing in power, or at least being aware of powers that you already have. With that said, Kreet, you are in the sitting room. Kreet? You on mute? Huh. Yeah, I guess it's Lord Thranduil. What are your thoughts right now?
At this point, it seems as if we have a task ahead of us that can benefit everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason it might be that they chase it, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks as if we have a common task that benefits us all.
Okay.
So let's not wait and get to what we need to be doing.
All right. My lord, I am prepared to go see Prince Gallywix. What shall I do with the rest of the bodies?
Oh, leave them in the pit for now. Should Thrax need them, they'll be available. Just make sure that the odors are subdued.
I see. I will do what I can.
Of course you will.
May I make a request, sir?
Kind of raise my eyebrow at him.
I am simply just myself. I would like to extend my aid along with a few others, if I could.
Continue.
Well, I would of course screen them, sir. But, no one to, perhaps... Well, I'll just spit it out. Could I employ the Curantor to help?
As long as they don't bother me, do what you must.
I understand you may be going away for some time. They are insistent on reading up on your father's research. And, if I may, make a deal with them to be open to studying your father's research while maintaining these grounds as well as other things. I promise they will not take anything without mine or your permission.
I kind of look around the house
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, this may be a guest house soon enough, Jiles. Do as you will.
Wonderful, my lord. I will get right to it. If you need anything packed, just let me know when I return. But I will be off to see the prince.
Very well.
Alright. So, just gonna set him out here, put him on the god lair. Now, yes. He is going to inform Prince Gallywix that you are A-OK for this mission to begin. And he returns after a few hours. And, yeah, actually, I shouldn't have put him on the geo. Oh, yeah, let me bring... What's her face down here? And then one more. You know what? I am going to do that for when she's actually here. Alright. Jiles returns alongside Maiev Shadow Song. My lord. My lord.
Yes.
From the bottom of my heart, personally, I thank you for accepting this charge. I will be in the shadows. If you may find need of me, just simply call on Kreet, and we'll coordinate something. But as long as the Sandlane threat remains, I shall keep them off you as long as I can. But understand I must return to my duties soon enough.
I nod my head.
Yes.
Highly irregular. Ah, well.
I thank you for your fluidity. There is a saying in my people that flexibility, as flexible as it can go, still has a limit. The flowing waters of a river, however, they go where they want. Thank you for being so fluid with us. And if I have not already said it enough, Azeron thanks you for your service.
Yeah, with that, I turn around completely, ignoring her, walking
Right.
to the wine rack, and I just snag a bottle out myself and look at the corkscrew. I know how it works. I haven't done this in like decades, but fuck it. And I go ahead and pour myself a glass of wine.
Oh yes. Jiles is actually dumbfounded. It's just like, ah, crap. I know I'm in trouble, but hopefully he's in a good mood right now.
Now, right now, Giles better be high stepping to the fucking prince. That's what he better be doing.
Right. But yeah, they just got back. So he brought back with
Oh, we already did. Oh, okay,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
No, fair enough. Yeah, he would definitely see it as odd. It's probably been a solid 20, 30 years since he has seen me do anything like that.
Right.
So he would definitely understand that something's going on in my head that's not normal.
Correct. Yeah. Shoot, if you've been around someone 30 years, it's like, dude, I can already tell when my sister's in a bad mood. I was just like, oh.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. No, Giles has been chilling with me for like 75, 80, but it's been that long since he saw me do anything like that. So yeah, definitely.
So yes, Remy, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me text Remy real quick.
I was gonna pull something off cool.
Oh.
But he said the cork anyways.
Oh.
So.
I see. Okay. Yes. Mayev. She turns to you. And it's just like, hey. I know I'm gonna be watching your back, but still, be careful and remember what I said.
I just nod at him, and I reach to my pouch and pull out the 82 gold that I had retrieved.
Well, your amount the other day is more than enough and more than generous to our order. Are you sure about this?
Where we're going, I have no need.
Right. And she hands you the item that you're requesting.
Thank you. This will be handy. This is what we do need.
Well, I know the Adventuring Emporium has some pretty decent things. If you would like. Oh, by the way, excuse me, Lord Thranduil. Prince Gallywix has ordered anything you need for your journey to be charged to his personal commission. I would assume within reason, but that is all up to you.
Well, I guess at this point it would be up to him to decide what's in reason.
He didn't really specify.
No. I turned to my guests
Uh-huh.
and I said, "Gentlemen,
This again. It's like, what would you like?
whatever you need." And then I kind of smirk a little bit within reason. And then I say, "Jiles, a list."
Right away, sir. He steps down to the desk area, pulls out some parchment and pen, and begins to ready himself to scribe whatever items or whatnot onto this list.
Sure. I look at the wine rack in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "A case of each of these."
Knowing how...
And then,
Yeah, okay.
and then if you would,
Mm-hmm.
do go through the house and look at anything that's in disrepair, needs maybe a little freshening up,
Mm-hmm.
and write it underneath that. Then check with the guests and see whatever it is they wish. Add that to the list as well, and when that's done, bring it about town and get the things we requested, and make sure that they all know that Gallywix is taking care of it.
At once, my lord. He finishes scribing a little bit of that, and goes up to Kreet. My lord.
And once again, that's just like a big-ass power move, slap in the face with everything I've got, and go ahead and tell me no.
Nobles. Kreet. Master Kreet. What would you request? Kreet? I'll come back around. Oh, let's see here.
3 healers kit, 21 empty vials.
Okay. Noted. Just gonna come around. Excuse me, Master Thrax. Master Ryu-Lee. I am tasked with gathering supplies for your adventures.
I'm gonna ask the DM.
Okay.
What is within reason?
You obviously
It's up
know.
to him.
Yeah.
It's up to him to tell me no. So.
Yeah.
You
Well, that's why
You
I'm
go
asking the DM out of the player's story that where Thranduil has this power.
Uh-huh.
Out of the player's story, as far as the DM is concerned, what is within reason?
Right now, man.
Like no magic items. Can I ask for potions?
No, yeah.
Can I ask for spell scrolls?
Yeah, a lot of that is within reason.
Again, and here's part of the way it'll come back from the DM, is you ask for whatever the hell you want, and it's up to Gallywix to tell me no.
Right.
Which will be something entirely different.
Yeah.
So you can ask for whatever you want, and if it comes back as, alright, we can't do that, then we'll roleplay that out after, I think.
Yeah. So, here's what he's giving you, if that'll help determine whatever you want. So, he's opened up his network, or at least 3 places where you guys can fly. It's going to take 3 days to get there, so you'll be flying for quite some time, but whenever you get to each location, you'll have that opportunity to rest and all that. But that's quite expensive right now since, well, they cut off flying from a lot of the main cities, a lot of the networks. He is giving you free room and board at his personal pleasure palace. That will be actually the second to last stop. That'd be your midway point, actually. So
Relax there, furry man.
so he's giving you some flying. Oh, and he's also throwing in rings, which you don't have to attune to, but these rings will summon a mount, which you can use, and they are the greater steed mounts. You can't summon them to combat. However, if you need to ride certain places, you will have mounts. And I think the last thing is, he basic adventuring gear that you might need, magical reagents, components, that kind of thing. That would be what he considers within reason. Now, like, adamantine armor and that jazz, that's probably out of reason.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, of course.
Right. Yeah. Because even that stuff...
It would be one of the things where when I'm talking to Jiles about it, I would look over at Kreet, and I would look at Jiles and be like, he's going to need some special arrows. And I would look over at Thrax, and I would have known that he's used gems and skulls. Mm-hmm. So I'd be like, a trip to the magic shop, make sure he has what he needs.
Okay.
I'd look over at the raccoon, and I would say, give him this scratcher. So we can take care of that fur. Outside of that, but yeah, definitely a lot of the rather mundane things that we would normally need.
Right.
But also kind of pushing the envelope a little bit towards the more expensive.
Yeah, and then that would definitely be magical items. Mana potions, especially. The healer's kits, if you guys want, like, a magical tent or sleeping bags, like, of that sort, that would actually still be kind of in that, like, basic category.
A satchel or backpack?
Yeah, I mean, you guys already have your adventurer's kits, so...
Whoa. Wait, do any of us already have that?
I don't think I put it in yet, but, obviously you have your starting equipment all set up.
Okay, so then let me look this up.
Okay.
Well, in that case,
Uh-huh.
I will request 5 bottles of wine and various cooking ingredients.
Okay. Yeah, you have your cooking kit, or cook's utensils, right? That's what it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have your cook's utensil. Yeah, just some ingredients to make some better rations then.
And some brew supplies.
Yeah. You have a brewer's kit too, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, not all that is definitely within reason.
Alright.
So, you guys get pretty much hooked up with your starting gear plus some things, and then whatever Thrax wants to add to that list. And Ryu-Lee, you have a comb, a silver comb. Now, This, you feel it's kind of magical, because when you run it through your fur, it kind of tingles. Don't know what it does quite yet. But just keep in mind you have that. Okay.
Okay. So I'll put this on the table and ask you directly.
Yeah. Go ahead.
A parapet of wound closure.
Okay. Remind me what that does.
It is a necklace that requires attunement.
Okay.
If I fall unconscious, on the start of my next turn, I immediately stabilize.
Okay. Cool. So it's bring you back to 1 HP or something.
No, you don't get brought back to 1 HP. You just stabilize.
Oh.
So I don't have to roll death saves.
Got it. Okay. All right.
And then if I roll hit die during a short rest, I receive double the amount of healing from hit die.
Well, damn. All right.
Let me see. Is it in here? Wound. Yeah. So.
What's your next item?
That's a parapet of wound closure.
Okay.
It is an uncommon magical item.
Uh-huh.
A glove of blasting.
Is that the one where you can cast your cantrip? Oh, no, that's the one with the fire spell, right?
It allows me to cast Scorching Ray once per day.
Yeah. Okay. And then anything else?
Some spells.
Yeah. Currently, the shipment just has those. You already bought the lightning bolt. They had Call Lightning, Shatter, Thunder Wave. A lot of the like lightning-based spells.
I'll take Shatter.
Shatter? Okay. Okay, and then any more items?
As much paper and magical ink as I can get.
Okay. So roll a d4.
And I guess if they've got one, a bag of holding.
1. Okay. You get your the pendant.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So Jiles prepares this list. After a few hours, he returns to the manor, and Thrax, you gain this item, but you also gain so you get the you get the pendant, and then you get the what do you call that stuff? The pen and ink, paper ink.
Yeah. Just give me a gold value on how much paper and ink I get.
All right.
Roll
a D100.
Cost.
Yeah, roll a D100. Wow. Wait, isn't that a 100?
I got a 1 and a 00, so I would assume.
Yeah. So you get 100 gold pieces worth of paper and ink, however that translates for your character.
So 100 gold.
Yeah.
100 gold's worth of magical paper.
There you
I'm
go.
happy.
All right. And Ryu. Oh, also Jiles drops off to you 3 mana potions and 3 healing potions. These are actually the third level ones. So you get 3 third
Yeah,
level
I was just
mana
gonna
potions.
ask.
Yeah. And then the superior healing potions, health potions.
Level 3, so I have 3 of those. And you said how many superior?
The 3. It's a special delivery on that one for you. It's like, yes, this is the list that I have. I hope you are pleased, Master Thrax.
Yes, very. Thank you.
Then he steps over to Ryu-Lee. What did you request?
I requested 5 bottles of wine and
Oh, yeah, the
extra
cooking.
ingredients.
Yeah. So, he hands you quite a hefty sack, but you go through the sack and it has some pretty fine ingredients in it. Yeah, leeks. Well, what else does it have? It has the fabulous 5 spice. All that good stuff. And herbs for your brewing and whatnot. And yeah.
Okay. I
Then
believe that will be all I need.
okay, yeah, and then he hands you the 5 some pretty fine wine. Um, yeah, like elven stuff.
Just in preparation for me and Lord Thranduil to have a cup or two after so often.
Mm-hmm. And he makes his rounds to Kreet. You two have a little conversation, and little head nod goes about. Master Kreet, is there anything else you would need?
I'm sure my lady will get my required items after I've finished my mission.
Yes.
That is how I receive my payments.
He pulls out. Roll a d20. Man. 4. Okay. He pulls out 4 Serenite arrows. Serenite is the stuff that the Ebon Blade uses. It is a special type of mineral, only possessed and crafted by the Ebon Blade's finest. It is actually the armor that the Death Knights use, but some of that gets made into an arrow, and hands you these 4 arrows. Yeah, each arrow will deal 4d10 damage. And you have 4 of them. So use them wisely.
Yes. See
Question.
Kreet take it,
Oh, it's
throw it in his bag.
Oh, okay. And then finally, Lord Thranduil. The shipment requires much more than myself to ship over here. However, I have procured all the required items that you have on this list.
Fantastic. Well done. Would there be anything you would need in our absence?
He actually drops his bags, and you see his head down for a moment, and he outreaches his arms like he wants to hug you, knowing this is kind of a very special moment that you two may have. But
Oh no, sir. Oh no, none of that.
Okay. he just he just drops his arms and continues to pick up the rest of the.
Yeah, I kind of put my hand out and I'm like,
Oh hell no!
keep an eye on the estate,
Yes.
and I fear we may be gone for a short time.
Well, I have all your.
During that time, please feel free to live in the luxury that you so often provide me.
Yes, my lord.
Do let all of the vendors know that they shall deal with my wrath should you not be accommodated in my absence.
Absolutely.
And I'll leave it at that.
All right. He continues off. Does his thing that Jiles normally does. And yes, we begin to gather at the docks. Well, actually, no. You know what? We're gonna go to the Druid Enclave, where the roost is for the flight path.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Which one?
I'm guessing this is like a statue.
Yeah, that's a statue.
I just saw that and I was like, that's a big boy.
Uh-huh.
Still got a lot of squirrels.
Yeah. They are awaiting the return of their god. Speaking of which, yeah. So, I was gonna have something really cool happen here with the with Sanjala. I'll have to revisit it for the next time that she's available. Should be here next week. And we'll have another player sometime in the next few weeks after that. Just getting some scheduling and all that jazz taken care of. However, you don't really need to put your character sheets down for this. You do see around you just a bunch of squirrels, a bunch of pigeons, some children, some smoke coming out of this tent. You could tell these are some high-level druids here in the middle. And the smell of food is always in the air. Where these guys are all charity based. All their services, all their dwelling, everything that you may need is all based off of, hey, you can give me whatever you have, but none of it is required to be here. So it's literally a druid grove where all is invited and to partake and be merry and be fed.
You see Poe.
Poe is down at the marketplace. You want to go see him real quick?
Well, I would like some Poe noodles.
Oh, yeah. You could go visit him real quick. Take you down to the city center.
I actually have a bone to pick with Poe.
Okay. Oh, Pawn. Yeah, Pawn. Yeah. Zooming. So, yeah, Jiles has already did all the buying for you guys, so you don't have to do any of that. Okay, let me take Master Lee and Kreet. Where'd you? There you go. Ah, what? My, well, he just, at the moment of seeing another Pandarian. Ah, well, welcome, my brother. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Ah,
I came here to clear the air and water in our indifferences.
yes. Have I wronged you in any way?
Not at all.
Oh,
It appears that the town gets us mixed up.
oh.
Or it seems to think we are kin, which we are, but not
Ah,
in terms of family, but race.
I see. Are you from the homeworld or the Wandering Isle?
The Wandering Owl.
Ah, I see. All right. Well. You have a friend with you, yes? I shall prepare our home dish's finest. We have brisket with radish and onion.
I'll take your house special to go
Ah, okay.
and 5 pounds of dry noodles.
Ah, yes. I shall have that right away. It is wonderful to see another of you here. Say, are there any women who came with you?
Not that I am familiar with. I'm
Ah,
sure some have tried, but as far as I know, I'm the only one who's came out.
I see. A missed opportunity. But, yes, I shall not let myself get distracted anymore. I am happy to see you. You said your name was...
Ryu-Lee.
Ah, Ryu-Lee. A strong name. He reaches towards the back, prepares everything you have requested. Ah, there you are. Does your friend require anything?
Looks
I've
at
heard
Kreet.
so much about your noodles. I would like to try it just to see how it tastes.
Ah, yes. He prepares another bowl to go, and really, really put some love into this one. He's kind of overwhelmed with emotion right now. He hasn't seen his people in a very long time, and really asks, will you be returning here to Ratchet?
In due time.
Please, let us set up some more time next time, yes?
Yes. And I give him 20 gold.
Oh, my! And generous. Well, may the
Well,
blessing of the black ox, and the crane, and the white tiger be with you. Yeah, it's the white tiger, the red crane, the black ox. Yeah, so.
and I tell him, may the dragon forever remain fierce.
Mm-hmm. What was that, Kreet?
Oh, I just immediately down the bowl to taste it.
Uh-huh. It is some of the finest noodles you have ever had in your existence.
And I look at him and go, how much noodles did he do?
He had 5 servings of the dry noodles.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna need a lot.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna pile that on.
Yeah. I got the noodles for extra ingredients to cook out into the field.
Uh-huh. So you can prepare Oh, Kreet wants more, huh? Yes. Wait just a minute. He reaches up on a top shelf area and has 10 packs in each hand. So you get a total of 20 packs of the dry noodles.
What by volume would that be per pack?
Per pack, it could probably feed 2.
I mean by weight, so I can know how much weight.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry about the weight.
Yeah. They're pretty light. Total, probably like 2 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah, what I'm guessing, yeah, because you filled a pack of 20 dry noodles, so. And these are the ones in a ball. Yeah, the wrapped up wheat noodles in a ball. You just drop them in the broth, and then they become expanded into the noodles that we all know and love.
So how many bags of noodles? Yeah,
You have 20.
20 bags.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, dude.
well, he has 20 and I have 5 pounds, so that would give me.
Yeah, you have 5 packs, so. Do you want more packs? He's more than happy to give you some more.
Yeah, I want 5 pounds worth.
5 pounds worth? Yeah, that'll clear him out. So.
Oh,
How much noodles can he depart with?
Shoot. Roll a persuasion check.
A persuasion.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at those. Hold on.
persuade him a total of 40 packs.
Would I get advantage since
Yeah, you
I have a
guys are
Pandarian?
helping each other out.
Yeah, go ahead and grab advantage. I'll just clench my fist behind him. Cast him a
25.
sideways glance. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Don't
look
need
at
me,
that.
son.
Yeah, I doubt he'll save. He's gonna attempt to save at disadvantage.
And I'll offer to supply him with new ingredients out in the world as I find. As a
Oh,
proper-
okay. You just sweeten the pot there. But yeah.
So I will persuade him into giving us 3 pounds
3 pounds.
of his. So he'd still have 2 pounds left.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So
See, he
20 bags plus 3 pounds of noodles.
He is a businessman. He will deal. Plus, he's already in a very, very good mood being around another of his kind. So, well, if you will do me one favor,
Name it.
I would like to one day outsell that dwarf across the way. Looks at Borton's barbecue. I don't understand what people... he smokes meats and suddenly people love it. But one day, I would like to, at least just one day, be able to beat that.
I think you just did.
Well, I mean, no.
I look over where he pointed,
Uh-huh.
and then I kind of look back to him,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, not a problem.
It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't notice you there, Lord Thranduil.
Oh, shit, son. I'm sorry. I'm on the porch right now. I'm not
No,
seeing
no,
the map.
no, it's fine.
Am I on
Yeah.
there?
Well, no, I can put you down there, but go ahead and continue.
Yeah, I would have been traveling behind, I assumed.
Got it, okay.
Yeah, so I kind of see how my companions are reacting to Pon.
Uh-huh.
I hear Pon kind of, I don't know, maybe thinking how awesome it would be if that guy wasn't there.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh,
Oh
you got the
no!
right guy.
Oh no!
Like, later tonight,
Uh-huh.
that guy's probably going to have an accident.
You don't think we need to go that far? We could just
Right. It's like, now wait a minute.
move
I'm
his
just
location.
saying, you guys at this point might have noticed how Lord Thranduil is looking at this situation,
Yeah.
and you might feel the need to interject that, hey, no, not that.
Yeah, right.
Because if
It's
you
already
don't,
away.
I'm
It's
probably going to make sure that guy's not a problem for Pon anymore.
gonna go through with whatever it is you set out to do.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't suggest that.
It's already over at the barbecue shop
Uh-huh.
behind.
Oh, yeah, Kreet. Yeah, Kreet, you went over there? Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I as they were being distracted, I just walked all the way.
Okay. Did you want some barbecue, or?
No, I'm messing with his shit, so he can't cook anymore.
Oh my
But
god!
Just flailing around.
He's sabotaging his inventory and all that. Roll a stealth check.
I think I'm good at that.
Sabotaging his smokers, right?
16.
Yeah, let's see if he notices anything. Oh! Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, hi! Hi! Ah! What in the riffraff? What happened here? He thinks you're a bird and tries to like shoo you away. Hey!
Oh, I just flap my wings and start flying away like a bird.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. He's just like,
Shit, I'm out.
right? That's a big ass bird, yeah. Yeah. For Barton, everything is big and large, and he can't really tell the difference, but he curses to the high heavens like, ah, no! My smokers! Ah! You could hear him kicking stuff around in anger. Ah! This is gonna take some time to fix. Ah! So, yeah, he's dealing with that. But yes, Kreet, you have successfully sabotaged his equipment to where it's gonna take him a few days to recover. And really, the only other food on the market is Pon's noodles.
That works.
As a sign of good gesture, I'm also give Pon an extra 10 gold.
Ah, right. Well, I have no words for your generosity. I must, however, get ready to be making some more of these noodles. You know, we make it the traditional way as we did back home. Huh?
Of course. I tell him may his business forever flourish. And start walking away.
Yeah. He right away starts to... He knows he's just going to be flooded with business here in the next few days.
Say we never helped out your NPCs.
Nah, hey. He is very grateful for this.
I start to stroll over towards Borton's.
Okay.
I'll land by and be like, don't worry, I took care of it. He'll be out.
Just to about the trees here,
Uh-huh.
and I just kind of take a sideways glance at each of the people that are working there.
Yeah, a lot of them are trying to figure out how this their smokers got busted. But go ahead.
Not fair enough. I'm just, again, kind of locking their faces into memory and then strolling away.
Got it. All right, so
How much
Oh,
wine are you guys carrying on you?
Oh, none. I just wanted that for the estate. I don't give a shit.
Oh, so you're not bringing any wine with you?
Shit, I don't have anyone. Well, raccoon.
Hold on. Director, I'm going to sleight of hand try to put 2 cases of wine in my...
Okay, yeah, go ahead, roll your...
So 26.
Damn, son!
You have 2 cases of wine's worth. So a case of wine, from where I buy it from, comes in 6. So
12 bottles.
12 bottles.
Yeah, depending, you're gonna do 12 in a crate, typically.
Yeah.
Really fine wines sometimes will be in 6s. Yeah, now go ahead and give them 24 bottles. That's roughly.
I'm still
about it. That's roughly about a 10-day supply.
Oh wow! Wow,
Because I already have 5 bottles. That's like a day and a half.
man.
Yeah, I took this from your house, from your estate.
There you
No,
go.
it's all good. I don't know where it came from. I don't give a shit.
Right. You did. No one saw that anyway.
So I was like,
Gallywix has a shipment coming to my estate for the shit I asked for. I don't care.
oh, we're good.
Shall we teleport?
Yeah. Actually, let me.
And all this cost me 5 pounds.
Give me 2 minutes while I populate this map real quick. I knew I should have done this earlier.
No, all good, man. Take your time. I gotta run to the bathroom quick anyway, so all good.
All
I'll
right.
look at Mr. Jest. I'll go, hey, Mr. Jest, I've noticed that you have acquired yourself
His name's Thrax.
a pen. Would
What
you
was
like
going
to hold that for you there, Thrax?
What are you saying to me?
I've noticed that you've had acquired some paper and ink. Would you like me to put that in my satchel for holding for you?
No, I'll hold on to these myself. But
No problem. I thought maybe it would get crumpled in your outfit.
it'll be fine.
Okay.
Where did I put the... Ah, there they are. And then... Where did this guy go? Ah. Okay, one of these. Yeah. Okay. Cool. There we go.
Chill.
What's up?
I said things to kill.
Nah. These are actually some more NPCs.
They got weapons.
Nah. All right. Okay. City center. That's where you guys were.
I told you better watch out for your NPCs, man.
Yeah. All right.
Because
So.
I agree with Kreet. Things to kill.
So, yeah, you guys go ahead and you strap everything, or actually go back up to the druids. So they help you guys strap on to some griffins.
You said strap on.
Yes. They go ahead and rouse them. Now, but before I forget, Maya of Shadow Song each hands you a ring. It's a modified Find Greater Steed spell, but can't summon in combat. It'll take whatever form you choose to. Gives you like the best riding horse out there, the fastest, the strongest one, and you don't have to feed it. And it lasts 8 hours. If it gets killed, you can resummon it after 8 hours. But other than that, yeah. So let me bring you to this map. So you guys are currently, this is a large map here, bear with me. You guys are currently here at Ratchet. Now, your first stop is going to be this place here called, spin, let me zoom in. Splinter Tree Post. Right up here. I will draw a little freehand on it, letting you know where you're going. Right there, when you're coming from Ratchet. So,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's a long way.
Yeah, you said 1,600 kilometers?
Yes, 1,600, so 1,000 miles. Yeah, 1,600. Yeah.
Do we
Right, Barons, and we're doing that in a flying ship.
Yes, you're mounted on griffins. You're traveling. It's gonna take you about 3 days to get to your final destination. So this leg of trip is gonna take 1 whole day, and yeah, it's just in essence of time. I'll just say a day has gone by, but you see the Barrens in a way where it was, yes, destroyed heavily by Deathwing. At the same token, you see it kind of growing again. You see once it gets to the crossroads, life kind of teeming, and you hear legends that the bones have cleansed whatever happened at the Wailing Caverns to aid the overgrowth and replenishing the barrens to what it was formerly a lush forest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now Splinter Tree Post.
I might subconsciously know a little bit about that.
All right. All right. Bring you over here. After you guys get short little breaks and rests every 3 hours or so, and brings you here to Splinter Tree Post. It's a small space. Well, I wouldn't say small, but like, yeah, this is kind of like the first area you're gonna get some rest, and you notice right away orcs, mainly a dwarf, and an orc lady cook as well as these two right here. They are actually some of the envoys that were sent out to garner the support and let everyone know that there are people headed over here so that they can prepare the camp. Go ahead and drop your characters. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. As our time wraps up, this will probably be where the rest of the setting will be, for now. Yes, the Griffin's land, your Griffin's land, and immediately this orc goes to well, what's the term for it? I just wrangle them up. feed them some food and.
He's gonna tie him up.
What's up?
He's gonna tie him up.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. I've never worked with birds or have any experience of flying creatures, so I don't know what happens when they're doing their thing. But
I kind of look around at the tents
okay.
and this entire encampment.
Right.
Like, are you fucking serious?
The two goblins approach. They greet everybody. The Amod is just tending to his business and duties. Looks around, greets everybody, and especially gives a great greeting to you, Lord Thranduil. Ah, my lord, welcome.
Which of you vile creatures is to be my attendant?
Well, is it okay if the Amod over there receives instructions from you?
What is that thing?
No offense, but you've been around Ratchet for a while. You know we're the most technologically advanced city in all of Azeron.
I kind of push my hand over, like, right across his face,
and
just kind of push him away.
wow, hey.
Like, don't reply, son. Don't do it. And I kind of walk over to this thing and kind of look it up and down.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I guess that'll do. Where is my tent to be?
My lord, you will have this luxury accommodation over there.
I look over at it. Is that shit in any way, shape, or form luxury?
Well, I mean, it's got the finest, yeah, for what you would consider as, say, like, military commander's tent.
Yep, still not doing it for me. What you got?
No,
So what you're saying is I'm going to be disappointed.
Oh, most definitely. This is a far cry from your manor.
There we go. We're on the same page. I kind of look around at the other tents just to see if, in fact, it is the best offering, and realizing that it is, I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Nobles.
And that'll be my interaction for right now.
No, okay. Hey, everyone else? Oh, that lady over there. She's the cook. Oh, and, I know you all must be tired, but, that one over there, he can sing.
Fucking kill me. As Thranduil walks to his tent, just trying to get the hell out of there.
Wow. Looks at Thrax. I didn't expect 5 more. I told 5 were coming.
I'm like off to the side over here, away from everybody else,
Uh-huh.
in the process of ritually casting.
Oh, okay. So, he must be busy. I'll try and make some accommodations for. He looks at everyone flanking you. You must be Kreet.
I'm gonna be ritually casting Lame Sunny Hill.
Yes, that is me. I need to find out where your lookout post is and find a tree.
Shoot. Well, these were trees. He points at all the wood that's surrounding the encampment. For reference, they're kind of let's say backed up into a hillside. So they have like 3/4 of fortifications, and then the rear is kind of just where the flattest part of the area or camp is. So your best bet would probably be at the top of the hill.
No trees in this area?
Not, I mean, they're kind of close, but yeah, this thing's kind of out in the open. It's meant to be where the griffins come by and drop people off and that sort of thing.
We'll over here and perch on the wall.
Okay. Well. Master Lee. Oh, sorry. I've never seen a Pandaren before. Oh, well, no, I lied. Have you had Pond's noodles? He's just like fuming in rage.
I'm pretty okay with it by now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and respond with, well, continue to get a good look. It's probably the last time you'll see a Pandaren.
Aha. I see. Well, there's some food prepared. Everyone gets the scent of roasting pig. And the fine orc lady preparing a whole, almost as if a feast is being prepared. Yeah, as you can see, we're a pretty small crew here. We're just told that if there is ever anyone coming through here, that we should be prepared. So this is the best we got. I hope it's okay for the Lord over there.
Well, that's between you and the Lord.
Right. Anywho, did I mention that this orc over here can sing?
I'm sure we all got that.
Well, if you would like, he can perform something for you.
Play what you will.
All right.
You can hear some loud grumbling coming from my tent.
So the AMOD pauses its duties real quick while this orc goes ahead and sits on the log. And the AMOD surprisingly turns into a piano. It's like, yeah, I mean, even I'm impressed that these things can do that. Anyway, Take it away, Mr. Orc. It's like, I have a name, you know. I will be henceforth called the Sad Singing Orc. How's that? I don't know. I think it's okay. You guys can hear me still, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So it begins to play. I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor from the major lift. Hey, he's just really terrible. The baffled king composing hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh my god, this guy is going to die.
Hallelujah.
One sporadic orc.
Oh yeah. Oh, the second verse. Yeah, it goes a little something like this.
Yeah, quite the talent you got there.
You like it?
You don't need to play anymore, sir.
What?
Thranduil steps out of his tent and just kind of glares in that direction. And all of my guests recognize that glare as something very bad for whoever's on the receiving end. And then I turn around and walk back into my tent.
Wow.
I will actually go to his tent. And I'll open it up. Don't even announce. I'll just open it up. And I'll reach into my satchel and pull out one of his bottles of wine. And go, it's been a long day. You need this.
I nod at Kreet. My thanks, bird.
And then I'll place it. Either do you take it?
Yeah, man, I take it straight out of your hand. I don't even want you to place it on a table or anything. I'm just like, thanks, bird. And I'll uncork that son of a bitch myself, and I just go straight from the bottle.
Oh, no, you don't. I stabbed the cork with one of my arrows and trick shot the second arrow to hit the first arrow and pull the cork out.
Nice.
Well.
All right, I'm entertained. Continue.
That's service with style.
I'll take that any day of the week and twice on Tuesday.
Okay. Yeah, that's impressive. Thrax.
I am no longer pissed off at the piano man.
Yeah, what's up?
You have your tiny hut formed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can spend the next 8 hours in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this orc
He has his
here.
thralls on guard
Mm-hmm.
inside the tent. And he only needs 4 hours of being in an inactive state. And even while I'm in that inactive state, I can still perceive as normal.
Right.
To get my long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see where. Let's touch the grave. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll stay in the dome the whole time. Reading some of the books he brought from Thranduil to continue his research.
You got it. Yeah, this orc over here looks pretty puzzled. I was like, hey, wow, he just disappeared.
Yeah. I was gonna say they can't see the
Right.
dome or inside of it.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of like, just goes back to his post. Sad singing orc is like, are you sure you don't want to play anything else? Well, guess not. He goes back to his post. The A-mod turns back into robotic form. And
I look over at Kreet and offer him a glass of the wine that he opened for me.
Okay.
I will partake.
I point over at Raccoon, and I just kind of hold the bottle up and shake it back and forth.
I shall come and join you for a sip. Why not?
Alright, we kind of all sit outside in front of the tent there, enjoying some wine.
Uh-huh.
And while that's happening, I'm kind of taking a look around the little camp and taking in just kind of what the area around me is like.
Yes.
Not often I go out camping,
Right. Right.
as it were, and finding these surroundings very foreign to me.
Uh-huh.
I definitely want to have an understanding of exactly where things are, as my alertness would normally do.
You got it.
And just kind of also, glancing through the gate, past the wagons and such, kind of understanding what the surrounding area is like and trying to recall what it was like as we flew in on the Griffins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is getting out of the edge of the Barrens and into a place called Ashenvale. It's quite twilighty. I don't really know how to describe that. Like this magical glow, because it's really all elven magic flowing through here. It's those Feywilds, that area of that where just essence of elf magic, druidic magic, just in essence, just all around. But this is kind of that middle point where it's almost to Ashenvale, but yet closer to the barren side of things. So you see some progress, but it definitely progresses much better into Ashenvale. And before we end, I think one more thing to mention is that this place is kind of a secret between, how do you say? It's a special channel. Like, no one really comes through here. They kind of stay out of view, but how's this to best describe it? Like, yeah, secret bunker kind of thing. This is kind of a secret hideout getaway.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are in safe hands, and next session I think is going to be quite exciting. The events to unfold.
Cheers.
Yeah. So very good. I'm just gonna end this recording right here. Thank you guys for tuning in to Azeron and the Dragonflight's Paragon. We got a lot of lore into the current world. We got a lot of things in motion. Do check out DM Melinda tomorrow with the Warlocks and Whiskey. And DM Mitch on the weekends. Back to Demolition Force on Monday. And I'm gonna add this in. Mr. Jest, you do stream on Twitch. Go ahead and do a little shout out, some selfless self promotion, or however they call it these days.
Yep. I am a VTuber on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Just. I stream a variety of different games as well as DM my own Dungeons and Dragons game, D&V Tubers with other VTubers on the platform every Friday at 7:30 p.m. PST. And then every other days of the week, except for Monday and Tuesdays, I stream at 3 p.m. PST, playing a variety of different games.
Excellent, excellent. Yes. This is DM Victor on behalf of Pop Culture Cosmos, and we'll see you next time.